Let's talk about that video I did, the one that got banned.
This video is for Curlking, a dark-skinned man. The history of slavery shows how black people were treated as commodities, much like animals are treated today in factory farming.
What Miss Kadie says about the curlking is absolutely disgusting. But regardless of how disgusting it is, what she says next in her next video is the reason I and many other creators believe that she should be banned from the internet.
Is that vegan teacher a predator?
In a recent video, that vegan teacher responded to a viral clip of a baby being fed the corpse of a murdered animal.
This sparked controversy, with some calling Miss Kadie a predator. On the surface, Miss Kadie makes the point about a baby enjoying animal flesh because it is covered in barbecue sauce, suggesting the baby would react the same to anything, even a penis.
This is where Miss Kadie's argument shines. A video of a baby eating the body part of a murder victim goes viral and no one blinks an eye. But when that vegan teacher suggests the same reaction to something else, everyone labels her a predator.
What's worse? Forcibly enslaving, abusing, and murdering animals to feed their corpses to children, or the provocative thought experiment that Miss Kadie made?
That is Tash Peterson and her boyfriend Jack reacting to the original video that Miss Kadie put out, where she included some absolutely horrendous language when talking about a baby eating a rib. Now, 9 or so months ago, I made a video regarding this, which is still up on my channel. Although the video on Miss Kadie's channel got banned. Good. So it should have, and in my opinion, it should never have been allowed in the first place. But what she says now is doubling down, and she's not content with getting one video banned. I think this video that she's put out now is also going to be banned, but that will remain to be seen.
Let's talk about that video I did, the one that got banned. All right? They tell you the truth about what happened, and hopefully you'll understand. First of all, let's all agree on a couple of things. Treating babies badly is not okay.
I can quite imagine that is the only time I am ever going to agree with you. Treating a baby badly is not okay. But treating a baby in the way that you are going to suggest in this video is also not okay.
Disobeying parents' orders is also not okay. Now, what happens if it's your sister who is taking care of your baby and you are vegan? Just imagine that for a moment. You are vegan and you have this cute baby who's about 1.5 years old, and you're vegan and your sister is babysitting. So your sister decides that she thinks it would be really funny to make a video and put it on the internet of her niece eating the flesh of a dead animal.
This is the actual video that she is referring to, minus her disgusting commentary for obvious reasons. Where I disagree greatly with Miss Kadie is the fact that she suggests you should make a baby a vegan. And to me, that is tantamount to abuse. All babies need a balanced diet, and that includes meat for their development, because meat provides protein, vitamins, and minerals that a growing baby needs. An adult can be a vegan, it is their choice, but to decide for your child is absolutely horrendous, and it is something I have never ever agreed with. Am I saying that Miss Kadie is the only vegan that thinks that way? Well, unfortunately, no. One of my daughter's friends, they're vegans, and they had a baby, and the lady sat there and said she's not going to feed her child meat. And I said to her, well, it's your baby, but at the end of the day, I don't agree with you, and I don't think that is something that you should do.
Straight out, she wrote right there on the video itself, my sister's vegan, and I decided to feed my niece this dead animal as a way to bully her sister and as a way to essentially show what a horrible person she was to her niece. Her sister trusted her to do the right thing. And this niece, little Cindy, was being raised to be vegan, to be kind. And her mom wanted her body to remain pure without the corpses of animals inside of her. This vegan mom would have been so proud that she's raising this daughter, and she will be able to tell her daughter at the age of 18, sweetie, I did my part. I helped you maintain your vegan virginity. Now, when you think about virginity, let's say in particular a girl's virginity, what do you think of? You are no longer a virgin when a man's body part has entered you, right? Generally, people would say that. That would be the definition. So what happens when somebody, without your consent, puts the body parts of a dead animal inside your baby's mouth? Think about it for a second. See, what creative people do when they're making videos is they use analogies like that. And that's what I said, is I said we had no right, nobody ever has a right, to take away a baby's vegan virginity. Not a parent, definitely not an aunt.
My mind is fried at the way the vegan teacher thinks. I find it absolutely terrifying that she used to be a teacher. And all I can say is thank God she isn't one anymore. Of course, a parent has the right to say what a child can eat or not eat. And at the end of the day, that's the parent's job. And I know what you're saying there. You're saying, well, you're a hypocrite because you just said just a minute ago that a parent doesn't have the right to decide what a child eats. But they do have that right. Does it mean that they make the right choice? No, not necessarily. But it's a parent's job to look after their child. The only thing is, if you deny a certain food group from anybody, it's going to have a detrimental effect in some way. That has been proven over hundreds of years of studies. But to do it to a baby? Seriously? That is just awful.
So what did I do wrong exactly to warrant my video getting banned? Absolutely nothing.
You, Miss Kadie, are totally delusional if you seriously think you did nothing wrong to get your video banned. I mean, let's face it, YouTube is pretty lenient, isn't it? Because your video stayed up for an extremely long time before it got banned. And it was only because so many people made videos on it that it, in my opinion, is why it got banned in the first place. So, yes, you definitely said some morally reprehensible things in that video. You actually said that putting a rib in a baby's mouth was just like putting a penis in it. And you seriously think there is nothing wrong with that? Well, in my opinion, I think you really need to be committed for some of your points of view.
I stood up for the victim. That's the baby. The baby is the victim. The baby had a right to not be exposed to these dead animals being put into her body. She was tricked. She was sucking on something. Now think about it. If this happens in a sexual way, if some disgusting pervert ever did that to a baby and stuck something else into her mouth covered in a sweet syrup, every single one of you would be disgusted. But the reason that you're not is because we are vegan and we are calling you out on your terrible behavior. That's vegan phobia.
Cannot wrap my head around the fact that you think you are still talking about veganism. I mean, how on earth do you even make that leap? This is not being vegan phobic. It is calling you out for the way that you think and speak. And both things are utterly despicable, and you should be banned from ever making content, in my opinion, and not just my opinion either. There are many, many, many content creators who, throughout their videos, say the same thing. They all want you removed from the internet so you cannot keep spreading these horrible ways of thinking and inflicting them on innocent people. I mean, even the vegans don't agree with you. So that has got to say that you are some kind of special stupid and totally vile.
Why was my video taken down? Because terrible things happen in this world when good people remain silent. Every single one of you who is smart enough to have known what I was trying to say in that video, which is that sexual assault is wrong, betrayal is wrong, feeding a vegan baby non-vegan foods is wrong. Every single one of you who saw that I put that video out in good faith remained silent. But not just regular people who eat animals, the vegan community as well. As far as I know, there was just one video done in order to try to explain what I did, and that was by Tash Peterson and her boyfriend. And by the way, I thank them for that.
Tash and Jack are the only two people on the planet that I feel would ever defend you and the video you put out, Miss Kadie, because they have exactly the same misguided point of view that you do, and they should also be banned from the internet. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope it has been educational for you. If you've enjoyed it at any point, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.